This recording is an intense, hypnotic fantasy best suited for experienced listeners. Before listening, please make sure that you're either sitting down or laying down in a comfortable position, and make sure that you will not be disturbed for the duration of this recording. If you need a moment to fully prepare yourself, please pause the audio and do so now. And now that you're ready, let us begin. First off, just focus on my voice as you relax. My voice is capable of helping your subconscious mind experience anything and everything. Your subconscious mind is very powerful, and it shapes your perceptions completely and totally. When you allow yourself to drift so very deep into trance, you allow my voice to help your subconscious mind experience vivid and powerful hypnotic fantasies. Now, if at any time the hypnotic fantasy that you're experiencing does become too intense, you have my full permission to easily and effortlessly drift back up towards wakefulness. Because no matter what, this experience is meant to be enjoyable. This experience is meant to allow you to have a good time. So, if this experience does become too intense, at any moment, you can easily and effortlessly drift back up towards wakefulness. Now that you know this, your subconscious mind will be very eager to let go and go deep, because no matter how deep you go, you can always easily and effortlessly drift back up towards consciousness if things get a little too intense. So, right now, those eyelids of yours must be feeling rather heavy. You must already be anticipating what hypnotic fantasies lie in your future. And that anticipation is good. Let that anticipation build up, because deep down deep, you know that soon I'll be snapping my fingers and commanding you to sleep. I'll be telling you to sleep and dream deeply. And your subconscious mind is very eager to go deep into trance, imagining maybe a time that you were very deeply hypnotized, and imagining going twice as deep as that time. Maybe just fantasizing about that brings it a little bit closer to becoming true. Maybe at this point, you've listened to so many recordings, it really doesn't matter what I say. It might just matter how I say it, the intentionality behind my words. You can just let go and drift in the feelings my voice conveys to you. There's no room for thinking. There's no need for thoughts. Your mind is eagerly soaking up every single word, waiting in anticipation to be swept up in a powerful, pleasurable, hypnotic fantasy. All you have to do is breathe in deeply, hold that breath for a moment, and just let it out. Now, did you think I was going to tell you to sleep there? You already seem very eager to be hypnotized, almost as if you're in a rush. But there's really no rush, because at any moment I could just tell you to drop down deep, and the anticipation you feel building up makes it so easy for you to just spiral down helplessly deep when I sleep, deep sleep now, being caught off guard and spiraling down deeper and deeper. Close those eyes and drop deep into sleep, letting it happen reflexively. No thinking about it, just obeying. Your body knows what to do. Your mind knows what to do. So you don't need to think. You just need to obey. Open those eyes on 3, ready to drop down, twice as deep, twice as fast. 1, 2, 3. Don't think, just obey, just sleep. Deep, mindless sleep. Feeling so good. It's pleasurable to be taken down into trance. Very quickly, no thoughts, no thinking, just dreaming deeply. 1, 2, 3. Opening those eyes but staying deeply hypnotized and only going deeper into sleep. Close those eyes, drifting deep, deep into dreams, deep into sleep. 1, 2, 3. Sleep. 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 Deep, mindless sleep. Deep, deep dreams. Just my voice and just my commands, controlling your perception of reality. Your mind, before listening to this recording, was like a busy street, maybe in some sort of far-off marketplace, with many people bustling around. All those people could represent the thoughts that you used to have. But deep down deep, you know that you want to figure out what's going to happen next. And as you wandered through the street of many people representing your thoughts, you see near an alleyway that there's a fortune teller, maybe imagining that the fortune teller is my voice, maybe imagining that I'm the fortune teller because I know what's going to happen next, and you're so very eager to figure out what's going to happen next yourself. So you walk towards me, you walk towards my voice, you ignore all the other people on this busy market street. You ignore all the people around you. You ignore all these thoughts that used to be swirling around in your mind. You're going to get away from them. You're going to follow my voice. You're going to see what the future holds in store for you. As you walk towards my voice, as you walk towards the fortune teller, you see that they're covered in a cloak, shrouded in mystery. You're intrigued, and you want to learn more. As you approach the fortune teller, you see that they have an ornate crystal ball. Look at it, gaze into it. Find that the crystal ball is so distracting you don't notice that the fortune teller is reaching in to their cloak, pulling out something, and then blowing it into your face as you sleep deeply. The fortune teller has blown devil's breath, a powerful hypnotic drug, into your face, and you reflexively breathe it in, feeling your consciousness fading away. You thought that you were going to be enthralled by the fortune teller's pleasurable prophecies of the future using the crystal ball, but instead you were mistaken. This fortune teller has already ensnared your mind. My voice has already ensnared your mind. There's no way to resist. It just takes a second. You breathe in and you obey. The hypnotic drug is coursing through your body. You've already breathed in the devil's breath. Your body is already under the control of the fortune teller. Your mind and body are already under my control. That's it. You obediently follow like a zombie, no free will at all, as I gesture for you to follow me. I get up and head towards the alleyway. Follow me. Follow my voice. Follow the fortune teller. See what awaits you down the alleyway, away from all the people, away from all your thoughts, feeling your consciousness fading away as you walk down this alleyway, deeper and deeper into dreams and mystery. Each step taking you further and further into the fantasy that my words are weaving for you. No control over anything. My voice is in control. You see the fortune teller stopping by a doorway. They're holding it open for you, and you turn to enter a dark building, far away from all your thoughts, far away from all the people. The fortune teller closes the door behind you and locks it shut as they light a lantern. The only light in this room comes from the lantern the fortune teller is holding. The room has a stone floor, and all the walls are made out of stone also. The fortune teller walks towards a staircase leading down, 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 very deep into mystery, very deep into the unknown. The fortune teller beckons you to follow them down, down, down the steps. You obediently do so, walking deep, deep down the steps, drifting, no thoughts, no free will, deep obedience, deep trance, deep sleep, lost in these dreams and fantasies, knowing that you must follow the fortune teller to see what the future holds for you. Very good. Reaching the bottom of the staircase as you start to walk down a long stone corridor. On either side of you, the walls are decorated with hieroglyphics, but you're not really focusing on that. You're obediently following the light of the lantern that I'm holding. You're obediently following the fortune teller. There's nothing else you can do but obey and walk forward, more and more, becoming aware of something as you walk down the hallway, becoming aware of a distant, rhythmic sound, almost like the beating of a drum. Some sort of drum. You're not quite sure what kind. It sounds different. It sounds as if it penetrates all the way down into the very center of your mind, feeling that slow, rhythmic beat guiding you deeper and deeper. You need to find out what's producing that powerful, hypnotic sound. You want to be part of that powerful, hypnotic sound. You want to be enthralled and enslaved by it. You want to lose yourself to it completely and totally. And soon that will happen, because in the distance you can see a light other than my lantern. You can see that the corridor is opening up to something else, a larger room, and there's something inside it, walking towards it, closer and closer, almost there as you walk out into a very large room with vaulted ceilings. Along either side of the room, there are many, many slaves. You can see that their eyes are blank. They've obviously been hypnotized and brainwashed. You wonder for a moment if you're going to be made into a slave also, until that thought fades away. No thinking here, just letting go to the beautiful, rhythmic, hypnotic sounds of drums, because you can see all the slaves have their own drum that they're slowly and rhythmically tapping on, letting go to it, sinking deep. No more thinking, no more thoughts. That's it. You want to be a good, obedient slave, like all the others. They all look so peaceful. You can see that they're wearing nothing but a ceremonial loincloth and ornate golden ankle and wrist bracelets set with red stones, and around their neck is a golden metallic collar. All of the slaves are obediently tapping on their drums, contributing to the powerful, hypnotic sound that's overwhelming your mind. In the very center of the room, there is a large stone statue, an idol to some sort of ancient god that you don't recognize. But right now, the task of identifying ancient deities is much too taxing on your drug-addled mind. The devil's breath is still keeping you in a dazed, hypnotic stupor, and you know that it's only going to become more difficult to think and have free will the longer you remain here with all the other hypnotized, brainwashed slaves, knowing deep down deep, if you don't try to resist soon, you won't be able to leave. In front of the stone idol, there is a table made out of stone, an altar of sorts, and on either side there are large metal bowls holding a smoldering incense that makes the air heavy. There's something in that incense. You're breathing it in, and you know that if you get closer to it, more of your mind and more of your free will melt away. You're wondering if there is any way to escape. And as you absent-mindedly wonder if there's any way out, you notice that some of the slaves have stopped tapping on their drums, and they're approaching you. They quickly and effortlessly relieve you of your street clothes, stripping away your identity, taking away everything that you came here with, leaving you bare and exposed before the stone idol of an ancient deity that you don't recognize. Look into the eyes of the stone idol and notice how they seem to glow. You're unable to take your eyes off the stone idol as the slaves now start to wrap your body up in bandages, starting at your feet and working their way up. Your street clothes are out of the way. There's nothing to interfere with their work, and they move quickly up from your ankles to your knees, wrapping you up tightly. You can't even squirm. You can't even get away. Now they're reaching your waist, everything from your waist down, wrapped up nice and tight in these bandages. You're being mummified, wrapped up like a mummy, feeling more and more of your free will and control taken away. There's no way to run away. Your legs are bound together. There's no escape. Now, feel the slaves gently picking up your left arm and placing it upon your right shoulder, crossing your left arm across your body. And then feel the slaves doing the same with your right arm, picking it up and gently and gingerly placing it upon your left shoulder. Your arms are crossed in front of your body. Your hands are placed upon the opposite shoulder as the slaves continue to wrap you up with bandages, wrapping you up nice and tightly. There's no way for you to escape. They move up from your waist, up your stomach, all the way to your shoulders, wrapping your arms up under the bandages. You can try to get your arms out, but you find that the bandages are just wrapped too tightly. They wrap the bandages around your neck, up to your mouth, covering it completely and totally, so that you may only breathe through your nose. And then, finally, they cover the rest of your face, blindfolding you, making you helpless. All you can do is stand there, wrapped up like a mummy. Suddenly, the ground leaves your feet as all the slaves, together in unison, pick up your mummified body and carry it towards the center of the room, closer and closer to the stone idol, and they lay it upon the stone altar in front of the idol. On either side of you, there are the large metal bowls filled with smoldering incense. There's something in this incense that is slowly but surely robbing you of your free will and identity. You try to break free of the bandages wrapped around you, but they're too tight, and soon your strength begins to fade away. The air around you is so heavy and fragrant with the scent of the incense. You breathe it in with every passing second. The only way you could try to resist is if you held your breath. You try to, for a moment or two, until your willpower to even do that is depleted, and you breathe in deeply, breathing in obedience and submission. Soon you'll be like all the other slaves here. Soon you'll just be another brainwashed member of this cult. Time starts to pass. You don't know how long you've been on the stone table, breathing in the pleasurable hypnotic incense and feeling your mind be battered and assaulted by the pulsating sounds of the mesmerizing drums. All you can think about is how to be a better slave. All you can think about is how to obey and serve. Any and all free will and identity is being drained away from you. Soon you'll be nothing but a slave, ready to join all the other slaves, ready to be obedient and subservient, drifting, feeling pleasure and obedience flooding through your mind and body every single time you hear the sound of a drum. You want to join. You want to be part of this chorus of slaves gently tapping on their drums, letting go of your mind. That's it. Every single time you hear the sound of the drums, you let go more and more. No thinking, no thoughts. This is your future. I am your fortune teller, and I'm ensuring that this future comes true. Aren't you enjoying my pleasurable prophecy, especially since it's now almost complete? That's a good slave. No free will, no thoughts, just mindless pleasure and obedience, feeling a pulsation of pleasure from every sound of the drums. Giving in, letting go, good slave, knowing that your future has you remaining here as a good, obedient slave, ready to be reborn as a slave, here, worshipping obediently this idol. Feel the slaves now start to unwrap the bandages that were holding you down. Very good. They're freeing you from your bonds. Feel your body becoming uncovered as you breathe in fully and deeply the hypnotic incense, and you let go, fully enjoying the sound of the hypnotic, rhythmic drums, feeling the pulsations of pleasure every time you hear them. You want to join in with the rest of the slaves, and as the slaves free you of the last of the bandages, you get up off the stone altar, and you see that the slaves have provided you with your own ceremonial loincloth and the wrist and ankle bracelets that match theirs. They're golden metallic, set with red stones. You place on the thin, sheer garments. They feel really good against your bare skin, and it feels natural to wear them. And you adorn yourself with the ankle and wrist bracelets. Finally, I walk up to you, the fortune teller, and produce from my robes a golden metal collar. I place it around your neck, and you feel a deep rush of satisfaction and fulfillment, knowing that finally this pleasurable prophecy has come true. You will remain here, a slave, deep in this subconscious fantasy, letting go, letting yourself get carried away in the hypnotic rhythm of these drums, drifting, enslaved and brainwashed for all time, right here in front of the stone idol. You follow the other slaves now as they walk back to their places, and you see, as each slave sits down, there's a small metal drum in front of them that seems to be producing this powerful hypnotic sound that's been overwhelming your mind for this whole experience. Finally, as you follow the slaves, you see that there's one empty spot and one unused drum. This is for you, slave. Sit down there, obediently, in your ceremonial clothes, and gently start to tap your drum in unison with all the other slaves. Every single time you tap your drum, you feel a pulsation of pleasure and obedience, brainwashing you more deeply. Each individual drum makes a very soft sound, but together in this room, they produce an overwhelming chorus of hypnotic pleasure and ecstasy, giving into it, letting go, enslaved and brainwashed, one of the group, remaining here forever. You see me, the fortune teller, smiling and smirking at you. I'm very satisfied with my newest acquisition. You'll be a very good member of this group. You'll be a very good member of this enslaved cult, worshipping the idol. Now, I need to be going. I need to go find more recruits for this cult. I need to find more slaves to be brainwashed just like you. And you're going to help me by obediently tapping your drum with all the other slaves. That's it. This is where you want to be. This is your purpose, helping me enslave even more people, helping me brainwash even more people. That fills you with bliss and pleasure. Very good, slave. Just drifting, enjoying this fantasy, enjoying the pleasurable beats of the drums, letting go, giving in, each breath feeling good, heavy with the hypnotic scent of the incense. And soon, slave, it will be time for you to wake up from this hypnotic fantasy. However, when you wake up from this hypnotic fantasy, you can still feel all the wonderful feelings of being enslaved and brainwashed out of trance. You can let these feelings linger for as long as they're appropriate, and you can enjoy them fully and completely, being a good slave, letting go, and feeling good. Because in a moment, I'm going to be walking up the steps, out of this room, and your conscious mind can float back up. You can wake up and open your eyes, still feeling so happy and so good, feeling like a good, obedient slave, and letting these wonderful, pleasurable feelings linger for as long as it's appropriate. Following my voice now, drifting back up. 1. Slowly drifting towards wakefulness, slave. 2. More and more. 3. Slowly becoming aware of your surroundings. 4. Almost there. And 5. Wake up and open your eyes, slave, feeling refreshed and rejuvenated, awake and alert, and letting these wonderful, submissive feelings linger for as long as they're appropriate. Thank you very much for listening, slave, and I hope you've enjoyed your experience deeply.